What up, everybody? I'm Zombified Weasel. I just decided to start recording this on a whim. I think I mentioned somewhere that I might actually show off some things I did in Minecraft. I think I said that. If I didn't, well, surprise! I just did this on a whim. I haven't played this game in like, I don't know, a few years. Whenever the hell the Bedrock Edition came out. Because for some reason it's been buggy. I haven't been able to get it to work. I don't know why. It worked for a bit. But something happened last time I tried to play. My friend and I, well, I won't say friend. Wrath and I tried to play together. For some reason, it wouldn't let us connect to each other. It kept saying we needed a Microsoft account, which I do have an Xbox account. I don't have it connected. Neither does he. And we're both trying to play on the PlayStation. I don't understand why it would let us. He didn't want to play the real Minecraft. He wanted to play the Bedrock, so he could see what was in the updates. So, I don't know why it wouldn't let us in. But then, when I tried to play on my own the one day, nothing would load. It would be stuck in infinite loading. Even if I tried to make a new world. I tried several times, not all on the same day, hoping, like every time I would see an update, I would try again, and it still wasn't fixed. I don't know. Hell if I know. It just never worked. And finally, today, I reinstalled it. Just thinking, okay, maybe it actually works now. Nope. I don't know. I don't know. It sucks because the real Minecraft version has no longer been updated since Bedrock. And I hate Bedrock. Everything they did with it is terrible. There was no reason to change the interface whatsoever. It just made everything more convoluted. I know they're optional, but the mods, they didn't have to make them. I'm not paying for a mod that's not guaranteed to work. I'm sure we all use mods, and especially on PC, where you guys can get them absolutely free. You just find them elsewhere. It's supposed to help the community. Okay. Hey, make sure they fucking work. Because they're not guaranteed to work. I guarantee they didn't test them all and make sure they work. Because I've run into this issue. Not in Minecraft in particular, but in Fallout 4. For whatever reason, the Creative Club items are buggy as shit. I don't know why, and they're paid mods. They're essentially mods. They are mods. They're not made by Bethesda themselves. And a lot of them just don't work. They never get updated for that, but they get updated in Skyrim's version of it. I don't understand. Like, I literally created problems within Fallout 4 that it would not run correctly. So I had to uninstall them all and not have all that I spent money on. Which sucks. Not even all that good, anyway. I don't know. Never had an issue with Skyrim, so I don't know. But then Fallout, for some reason, it's a very incredibly buggy game anyway. I don't know. I don't know why Bethesda does that. That's besides the point. Back to Minecraft. I started with Minecraft back on the Xbox 360. I would love to show you what I've created on that, but I have no way of recording my Xbox. Which sucks. I've done a lot of good shit. Trying to see what that world is. I can't do this one. No, it's just fine. I can't go into it. Because the Eddie guys are racist. Fuck. There's a lot of racial shit because of him in that world. And you're probably going to be thinking, well, why did you let that happen? It's a private world. I was young at the time. I was like, what? Well, this came out in 2014. No, I think PS4 was that. But this didn't come out at that time. It was like, I don't know. Early 20s. I've matured. I haven't been doing saying racist shit since then. I'm matured. Ain't racist. I don't have a problem with anybody. If I hate somebody, it's not because of race or whatever. It's because you're a fucking jerk. Only thing I judge is character. If you're a jerk, you're a jerk. But I was trying to figure out if I could or not. I can't. It's just too risky. I could just show the interior of my house, but then that's no fun. I just can't do it. I think the one that I'm highlighting right now. Oh no, I remember how I color coded. Ones that are just Survival 2, Creative 2, those are tutorial worlds. The ones that are like Surviving with Eddie or stuff like that, that's regular worlds. But that's the only one I can't show, I'm sorry. Whoops. I don't even know if I'm going to show this one, there's no point. So I'm going to show this one. To start with. Oh, I remember. See, what was wrong with keeping this? What was wrong with keeping this? What was wrong with keeping this? There was nothing wrong. It was perfect how it was. They fucking ruined everything with that update. It barely works. It didn't add anything. It does seem like they fixed one thing. And that's just the fact that I know I said I couldn't get it to work. I did get it to work for a bit and then it crashed. But I've noticed it's still convoluted as fuck. It's still convoluted as fuck, but now I don't have to type in the damn things. But it's still a bitch and a half just to get into the menu. Like, they made it so fucking convoluted. It ruins it. Seriously. The change to the UI ruins it for me. Because it's now... They made it more friendly to keyboards and mouse. mouse and keyboard, which makes it harder to interface with things with a controller. There was no reason for that. I think they fucked up somewhere. Not to mention that if you want to play online with other people, not just your friends, you have to have a Microsoft account. That's retarded as fuck, because no other game with crossplay has that. I remember what I was doing here last I was trying to do this. I remember. I was trying to recreate mazes from my Xbox 360, one of my Xbox 360 world. This was an easy maze. I think I was doing a harder version of it with black stained glass. That I was going to do with ice, and I think another with blue ice. And with the white wool, and the hardest one with the black wool. Of course, I have 3 of those on the Xbox 360 world, which would be great to show off. If I could. Well, this is my experimental world. I don't know if I said that. Experiment with things. How I learned freaking redstone things. Just to give a little quick tutorial, it's like a wire. Basically, if it's powered, with that being a redstone lamp, it turns on. The switch does it permanently until I flip off a lever, sorry. A button is temporary, depending on the button. Wooden button lasts longer. This, you can see it's activated. Move, you fucking cow. But if I unactivate it, you couldn't tell that's there. It doesn't even look like it does anything. Here's a repeater. Oh, that's a repeater. I forgot what the junction names are called. It's been a while. But... oh, hang on. I can make it do that until... whoops. Yeah, until I have that lit up. I figured out how to do that all on my own. Like, I love messing around with redstone, and here's what I learned from a book. If it's meant for the PC version, but as you can see, even stepping on that, it won't open. It's currently locked. You can see how the mechanism is made. Now, it's unlocked. It's a good idea if you wanted a sliding door, this is how you could do it. You'll need thick walls though to hide the mechanisms and stuff. Yeah, you come in, flip the lock, they can't open it now. This one, I don't know if I really have it worked down or not. Out of the way, horse. Out of the way, horse. But I was thinking, if I'm in my house and I wanted to defend a window, but also having to shoot out from, how can I defend myself? Of course, the defect, I have to look up to hit that. I tried putting it on the side, but it didn't really work well. And I tried doing a, I'll figure it out. Pressure plate, but I couldn't figure out how to get them all lit up. Now this is a contraption, it no longer works. Because they changed how water works. This is supposed to be a cannon, which at the time worked. See, it no longer works. And the buttons were going to be different distances. Aww. See, it doesn't work. Hang on, I'll reset that. That's another thing I hate that they removed. You're now forced to save on an exit. If you fuck up, something, and you want to exit it and reset it back to its previous save, you can't do that anymore. Because you're forced to save. Well, this, I've always wondered, I don't remember who the hell it was in the first place. But they would play Minecraft maps, basically solving puzzles and platforming to get to the end. And I would always see these combination locks, which I never knew how the hell they did. I figured it out. As you can see, I don't know if this is exactly how they did it. But this is a T-junction, I think it's called. No, a both junction. Both of those need to be lit. That need to be turned off for that to be active. Even if one is, it still remains inactive. Like if I press the wrong lever, see. But if I press the right one, right one, this side is active. It's active and it turns off that side. Same thing on this. And it opens up the door. If even one of these switches isn't activated, the door is shut. I used this world to experiment with shit when I used to play this a lot. Like this is made with a combination of different junctions. Very interesting how redstone works. I was the guy that, with my friends, would go for redstone potions and fireworks because I knew how to make them. I got really good with redstone, and I'm pretty sure I remember a lot. Just from messing around with this, I do recall quite a bit. Well, that appears to be it for this world. Do I not have a map? Huh. I don't know. I was just messing around back here with different trees. Experimenting how they would grow. The texture pack is called City. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I was on a big Legend of Zelda kick at the time. I'm not sure why Packy. It has nothing to do with the Grand Theft Auto 4 character. Oh, it's just Pack Mule. Quite frankly, I've never used a mule once. I just spawned one in for myself and I never use them. It would be useful. It would be quite useful, actually. But yeah, I was on a big Zelda kick. I would always name my horse Epona. Which I still do. Pretty much any game I can get a horse, if it's a brown mare. Name it Epona. She's like my favorite horse. Yeah. Next world. World. The hell did I say? Most of my worlds are in the natural texture pack, which I love. Because it looks so much better than... It looked like the original. I don't know why it says that. That is a bug I ran into. This is my world. By the way, about my first world on this version, I had a world prior to that was supposed to be the first world, but there was a massive bug. I'll explain that later in a moment. There was a massive bug that caused it to crash constantly, and to the point where it wouldn't load up again. I'll explain the bug. I wonder if I have it down. Not on this floor. Something I like. Oh, and something else I noticed. They got rid of the left hand. It just floats now. Like, are you serious? I'll show off my pets in a moment. This texture is basically the regular texture, but that looks a lot nicer. Okay, well, I guess I don't have it down. Anyway. Where's my box? No. Where the hell? Hey, after a certain amount of time, I make new worlds and stop playing with my old ones. It's basically just whenever there's an update that adds new stuff. Ah, here. So, I would go around and show it all the maps. And then give my friend Eddie the maps. So we both had full maps of everywhere. The first world was a large world. At the time, you could have classic, small, medium, large. I made a large map, because why the hell not? 25 maps! That took me a while to fill all in. Even in creative mode, that took me a while. Because back then, Eddie and I would make our bases in creative and switch to survival. We wouldn't give ourselves items. We would just set it up. Basically have our storage and stuff. I don't know, that's what we did and we had fun. But back to the bug. So, I can't remember if it was him or me that discovered it. But if you placed a map in an item box, in an item frame. Hang on, let me... would that be in here? Oh, I didn't remember that. I clearly didn't remember that they did that. Yeah, you're gonna notice a lot missing because they stopped updating this after a certain point. For no reason. Other than to push their crossplay bullshit. Anyway. I placed that. You jerk. If I do that, instead of looking like that, it just looks like it's placed on the wall. Now, for whatever reason, it caused a bug. Just having that like that would make the game crash. Having all 25 maps, I don't know if it's just 25, if Eddie had them all up. I didn't yet. Because I hadn't known about it, and I think I was still not completely finished with my house. I don't remember. Because I think I made it too bigger than I meant to. So I was trying to shrink it. And it was a decent looking world. I never really got to fully explore it. But what I ended up having with that is the son of a bitchin' thing, for whatever reason, that caused a bug. It caused it to crash. I don't know if it's that it couldn't handle it. It was something with putting a map in an item frame. And as I said, it got to the point where the world wouldn't even load, even if I went default texture. And because it wouldn't load, I just deleted it. It just wouldn't load. And he got mad. I'm like, I'm sorry, I couldn't do anything about it. Wouldn't load. It would literally crash trying to load it. But what can I do? Fortunately, with the next world, it did fix. They did fix it. Thank God. So anyway, you probably already guessed what you're in, and I had inspiration for this. When mining equipment and stuff goes in there, like axes and pickaxes. I didn't do this all the time. In fact, that changed, which you'll see. I'm not sure why I called it a recurve bow, even though that it is what it is. I don't even have a bow. That is what it's called, and I'm actually quite decent with one IRL. There's where the armor would be. And the stuff to make one. Ooh! Ooh! I know it works in the original. I know it works. I want to show you this glitch that I was shown. Out of being created survival. So, with any item, I wish I was just, I don't want to switch back. So any item that can be made into a block and be broken down into another part, say diamond. Now, making sure it's not in your have at least 2 blocks. Make sure they're not in the, you have an empty hotbar. And make sure you have the pick block button mapped, which, if I was in creative mode, if I looked at that and I pressed it, I'd get that block in my hand. So with that, well, I didn't explain. I didn't explain. So, what you want to do is you want to press either left or right, L1 or R1, if you're to cycle, while you're pressing the right while you're pressing your pick block button. That should happen. Now, open your crafting menu. Where is it? Break it into a diamond. Now I have 2 blocks worth. And from there, you see now I have 2. If I do it again, now I have 36. Actually, I have 45, counting that one there. Or 5 blocks. This only works in the regular version of Minecraft. I tried it in the doohickey. Shit, I can't think. I tried it in the Bedrock edition, does not work. They patched that out. So if you're still playing the original version and you kind of want to cheat in survival mode, there you go. Once again, you can even do it with wood, but it only works once because you can't make sticks back into wood. Once you change your wood into planks, you can't go back. So as far as that goes, I would suggest getting a full stack of whatever wood you want, and then doing it. You see, look. Oh, I'm in. Yeah, I need 4 to craft it into 1. That's why. It only works one way with this, but... So basically, I'll show you what it works with. It works with all these woods, all the wood. It works with all of these. It even works with coal. Basically anything you can break it down into other parts. And then recraft it into a block, excluding wood. Because it works with all the wood. One of my other friends showed me that. I forgot who. But he showed me that. He showed me that, and that helped a lot. Because I do have an official survival world that I was doing entirely in survival because I wanted the trophies. And that kind of helps. In all fairness, you do have to get the diamond first. You have to get 18 pieces of diamond. Because you need 2 blocks. So, I don't know if I would really count that as cheating, since you still need to go out of your way to get 18 blocks, or 18 pieces, 18 diamonds. Because it can be a total bitch. But then I have my foodstuffs. That was from Rocket Power. I played Beach Bandits a lot. And I would say something about saturated foodstuffs. I forgot the line. But it's stuck and I would always do that. And then another one. No, that's not it. Weapon tools. If you played BattleBox Theater, Stamper is the narrator. And occasionally he'll say, pick your favorite headpiece and weapon tools. And Eddie would constantly quote that. So it's so funny. But yeah, next floor. Oh yeah, I should show my skin. Azure Dragon, part of the Chinese mythology. Texture pack, mashup pack. I love dragons. In fact, well, the first skin I used was this. I know it looks shitty, that was not my doing. That's how it was designed. I wish I had the muzzle. I did that because my first, well, not my first username, but I used to go by Cordy Red Fox, which is one of my characters. There's a reason why I played as Rudolph. Because it didn't show his hand, and armor didn't show up on me. But they fixed that. I had found a broken skin, and because of the fact that they didn't show me, if I ever got into a fight with one of my friends, they never could tell if I had armor on. That was the first dragon skin I used. For the longest time. I just added those because I liked them. I used this for a while for the Egyptian texture pack, which I think I'll show. I didn't realize it, but Jormungand is the World Eater snake. I didn't realize that at first with the Norse mythology. I don't know the Norse mythology that much. From what I'm told, Ratatoskr, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. Is some sort of messenger, from what I'm told. I'm not entirely certain. I couldn't tell you because I don't know much Norse mythology. And I don't know much Chinese mythology either. I do know that in the Chinese the Chinese mashup world, they were accurate with the dragons. That much I could say. But anything else than that, I don't know. They did do a Greek one, and I wish they would do a Roman one, but I don't know if it'd be that much different. Oh, I had this in mind when I was scouting out these worlds. Just in case. I'll have to leave that for next time, though. Sorry. See ya.